Okay, this is with the 24mm Nikkor Z. It's an f1.7 lens. Trying to catch this big bird. If he hasn't flown off yet. There he is. I can only see the tail. So hopefully this is a lot better. Okay, I'm still holding it by hand. I'm not using a tripod. It's 4K 60, 10-bit H.265. I just wanted to use a better lens just to show off. Let's dig a hole here. Yeah, so the pigeons aren't up there. And you can see what the heat has done with the boards. Kind of bend them a little bit, even on the far end. But a tree was pushing that part of the fence in. Okay, now I'm going to put on digital stabilization for the lens, I think. I think the lens can take it. Let's see. Back to 4K 30. All right. There is no stabilization on the lens, but at 4K 60, stabilization is turned off, but at least you don't get a crop. So the digital stabilization is on the VR, just that there's no stabilization in this lens. If I got the kit lens, I think it does have stabilization. Can you see that yet? And I can feel the motor inside the lens moving back and forth, keep it in focus. So let's walk through the house a little bit. Playing one of my videos I did with the TT Artisans 27mm f2.8. This is a 24, so this would be kind of like a 35mm equivalent to full frame. The 27 is more like a 40mm. So I go in here. I finally fixed the colors on the TV. And this is on the inside. Yeah. I'm still at F8. And see, you'll see a little noise. Now it's at 1.7. And this is at 4K 30. So, just to show you, I'm going to end it right here and put it at 4K 60 again. And I'll show you the crop. And you see, a little bit of crop. My video is ending. So the nice thing about this house is even from the entrance you can see the TV. It's in the corner. You can see my dog appearing. So here's the kitchen area. Refrigerator. Okay, so even from here I can see the TV. All right, there is a column here. Okay, but if you look on the other side you can still see the TV. That's why I didn't mount it flush on the wall. I have it at that corner. And then of course at the breakfast table you can view it here and over here. See, it's perfect. Eating, yeah, you can see most of the TV while you're eating. You have to turn around over here and look left to there, but 3 chairs. But then I have a TV right here too, and it's a Samsung frame. This is the old one, but this is a 40-inch. That's a 65-inch. And I'm using this camera to show off a little bit on the TV. if you look at the settings, I've really messed with it just to get it looking right, because it was just too bright. So if I scroll down here, go to all settings, go into picture. All right, it's in dynamic, but go to expert settings. I had to put the brightness on 17. Then I had to put the, let's get a little bit closer. Contrast is at 35. Sharpness, this TV is not very sharp, but that's why you have to reduce the brightness and contrast to get it sharp. Colors at 40. I sometimes play it from 30 to 40, depending on the video quality I'm watching. Did nothing with the tint. I turned that off because you'll see LED zones. It's full array, but I think there's 4 of them. And in the center, you can see it when it moves from one zone to the other. It gets kind of brighter in it. So I had to turn that off. And then I got the HDR tone mapping. Now, static and we go up here, active. All right. I don't want to change it from dark to light, so I keep it on static. And then, of course, I put the contrast enhancer on high. But, you know, you go to low, I don't see much difference. And then when you turn it off, it's really dark. Okay? So let's go over here. Dark. That's low. You see a difference between high and low? Just a little bit. Okay? And then off. So I think, well, it doesn't look bad off. I might leave it like that just to show you something. But that's what you have to do. There's HDR mode. So I'm going to move back without trying to trip. Let's click on a video of mine, and I'll mute the sound. And I'm going to sit down here, right at my chair. Should be in focus. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Content. Now, let's see. Yeah, let's do the AK one. All right. So I'm going to turn off the sound and close that. This is an AK. But you see, and this is with no contrast enhancer on. So it looks dark to me, but it looks good on the camera. Okay? Now, I'm going to change it again. And this is a little review of a different lens and with this TV, which I really haven't done. I had to look at it to see what I can do. Put it back in all settings. Picture, expert, settings. I tried the smart calibration and I didn't like it. So this is static, all right? Contrast enhancer. Low, so it got brighter. And then it's on bright. So I'll put it on low because I don't see a difference. I'll just leave it there. And then and there we go. And I'm at an angle too, so I'm going to get straight on it, right in the center. So what do you think? There we go. I'm hoping I'm in focus. So what do you think? It looks pretty good, doesn't it? A lot better than what it did before. The color may be a little bit too much on this, so I could reduce it to 35. I'm still playing with the color. It seems a little bit too much red, and yet I haven't even touched the color part, so I may have to look into that also. But there you go, you're seeing my dog jumped on the table. He thinks he owns the place. He's tearing it up, but he's still a pretty good dog. So, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. And by the way, this is at 4K 60, this camera. Bye, folks.